y'all doing?
It's day one of the travel challenge. Day one of the travel challenge.
Woo!
Okay, so we're yelling and screaming and laughing and singing, and people are probably wondering, what is that for? So if you are brand new to the channel, if you're brand new here, I'm Reverend Valerie Love, and this is a whole spirituality community across the whole globe, and we travel to retreats all over the world. And now we have this incredible opportunity for you to join in with us, not only in going on trips, being paid to travel, being paid to. Can we just get some shout outs for that? Paid
Absolutely.
Woo.
That part. Let's
that
get
part.
this bread.
So who's with us tonight? Lesters, introduce yourselves. How you loving?
Try to get to the unmute. Loving well.
Yes.
Loving well. I'm Kristen.
I'm PJ, and we're
as
the
the
Lesters.
We are global nomads, vegan nomads, and currently we have been to seven countries thus far.
4 months.
Yeah, 3.5 months this year, and we're going to Greece in December.
Greece! Y'all getting ready to head off to Greece. That is how do you feel? How you feel about going to Greece?
Oh man,
amazing.
It feels great.
Like
Feels great.
amazing.
It's been cool in the States for a little bit doing this US.
For a minute.
Yeah, but it's time to get back out there, you know.
Yes.
It's time to hop the pond, right? The Atlantic Ocean, Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean, hop the pond and get in the Aegean Sea, right?
Yes.
Get out there in that Aegean Sea. Y'all are going to Crete, aren't you?
Yes. We'll be in Athens, Crete, and then hopping around.
Love it. Love it. I just came from that neck of the woods. It's lovely. I had the opportunity to go to 5 countries and 5 countries and 11 destinations on this past summer for like 3 months. That was incredible. It was almost a month in Egypt. So that was incredible. Zuriaya Harmony. Hey, what's up? Talk to us.
I am Harmony, also known as Taya Bell, depending on which platform you're on. And I have been a traveler since I walked away from my full-time job working for DoD in 2017. And I've had more freedom financially and time-wise than I ever could have imagined. So I'm just happy to be a part of this amazing community that has built life around travel.
Oh my goodness. Love it, Harmony. Love it. How many countries you been to so far, Harmony? You got a count of all your countries?
Like somewhere between 18 and 20 that I've been to since leaving my job in 2017.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations. I love that. Zuriaya, how you loving?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, I am Zuriaya, and I am an experiential leader. So I love getting my transformation through experiences. I have been traveling since I was 2. My parents did me a really great favor by putting my butt on a plane very, very early. So far, I have been to 10. But I feel like it's a drop in the bucket compared to what I am embarking on and what I am creating for myself for, I don't even want to say this latter part of my life, but for the next phase of my exponential development.
Love it. I love it. So welcome, fam. Let's go and screen share real quickly because we're going to show everyone what we're talking about, because people are probably wondering, what are y'all talking about? And if someone can put in the chat the travel and the phone number, text us, family, while we're showing you what we have coming up. Text us. Do y'all see Soul Excursions on the screen?
Yes.
Love it.
Love this beautiful image. Listen, this is Dubai.
I feel like Oprah. We're going to Dubai again. This is the 3rd Soul Excursions to Dubai and my 4th time in Dubai. Dubai is one of my favorite places on the planet. So Lester, y'all were with us in Dubai in Quantum Leap Dubai 2022 that we just had in the spring. And we're about to have Quantum Leap Dubai again in 2023 in the spring. So, what was your experience of Quantum Leap Dubai?
Dubai was absolutely amazing.
Just luxury, just all throughout
there we
the
are,
whole
right there.
time.
Yeah.
It was just luxury the whole time we were there. It was like a lot of people just floating and just up level of just luxury. Just I don't know. It's breathtaking. I just can't. Words can't explain it. You just have to be there. You know. Right. It's like I'm speechless. I'm ready to go again.
I'll say this.
Go again.
We gotta go again.
Yes. I'll say this. Being at the top of Burj Khalifa was, oh my gosh. It causes you to have an elevated sense of your consciousness in terms of you're literally at the highest point in the world, building in the world. Like it was superb. Absolutely superb.
Feel like you're on top of the world.
Yes. You are on top of the world, actually. You absolutely are, because it is the tallest building in the world. They hold the Guinness Book of World Records, many Guinness Book World Records. How about the mosque? How was the Grand Mosque for you? And then we'll tell everybody why we're here. How was the Grand Mosque for y'all?
The Grand Mosque was just, it was just so much beautiful energy and just the beautiful sculptures of the buildings and just to be able to be a part of that energy, and you could feel the energy in the sanctuary. It was just the art and just everything was just spot on, just beautiful. What would you say?
I cannot wait to get back to the Grand Mosque. I went up to the Grand Mosque and just tears started flowing. And I love some of the pictures of us at the Grand Mosque because you see just awe in our eyes. How about the desert? How was the desert for you guys?
That was an experience.
Favorite part.
That was the funnest part ever. I love being in the desert.
What were you guys touching and agreeing on? That's what I need.
Oh, that was our circle, our closing circle of prayer.
Yes, yeah. Closing circle for powerful intentions to quantum leap as we went back into our lives and continuing forth in that journey. That was a really powerful intention. But yeah, oh my gosh, the desert was like the best part. I think it was the adventure behind it and the mystery. We all made a commitment to ask no questions and let the universe just bless us with lusciousness. And it was so fun. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was super fun. Dune dashing. Didn't even know what dune dashing was. What else? The dancing with the fire, like it was amazing.
And what about the camel rides? Look at me and G1 and camel. What about the camel ride?
The camel ride was a big bucket list check off because it was really different from riding on a horse.
Very different.
The lumps of the humps that it had on its back. And the camel we had, his name was Kajul. And he liked Kristen, but not me.
It looked like he liked both of y'all in y'all pictures.
Yeah, in the picture, but as soon as we got off and tried to pet him, he was just not with me.
He was like, whatever, keep it moving, huh? He was like,
but other than that, it was a great experience. Like I loved every second of it.
Oh my goodness, it was so amazing. What about all the hugs you get? What about all the hugs?
It was amazing with the hugs too. It was just able to feel the energy of the people that are really trying to quantum leap in their life, and just being a part of that community. It's just we're all trying to level up, and it's just great to be around people that are on the same page, the same mindset. We're really trying to go up in life. So it was a great experience. I loved it.
I love about that photo.
Yeah, which
and
one?
The hugs. And this can be said prior to, COVID, but we don't get enough human touch.
Yeah, human touch is critical.
Yeah, we don't get enough of it. And to have that experience in such a quantum place, It's just phenomenal. I love that.
Yeah.
And one big thing about soul excursions, we are about getting your spirit right. We are about spiritual practice. So when you come with us, you're going to be in some powerful intention setting. You're going to be in prayer. You're going to be in magic. You're going to be in spirituality. No matter where we go, you're going to have some kind of uplifting, inspiring soul. This is a soul excursion. It's
Yes.
not a vacation. It's not a girlfriend's getaway. We have a whole lot of fun and we get your spirit right.
Exactly.
Yeah, family.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
We get
It's
our
crazy.
praise on. How about the yacht? How's the yacht, Harmony?
The yachts, let me tell you,
That was
I
her favorite part, wasn't it,
that
Harmony?
was my favorite part. Can you tell? The yacht, it was. I love. I'm a mermaid. I love being on the water. So put me on the water in a place as luxurious as Dubai and being able to see all of the iconic places around Dubai from the front of a yacht. And it gave me life in a way that I can't even explain. The people that we surrounded ourselves with, like if you look at all these pictures, everybody just looks like pure bliss. There wasn't anybody on that yacht that was not just over the top with it.
Can you be on a yacht and not be blissed out? I don't know,
Blissed
maybe, but
out. Yes,
I,
that's a
I
great
can't.
word for
I
it.
can't do
Blissed
it.
out.
I can't be on a yacht and not be blissed out, right?
Absolutely. And the weather was so perfect on the water. The weather was so beyond perfect. It was just enough wind so that we were luxuriating on that yacht. Everything was perfect.
That yacht was incredible. It was incredible. So we're going back to Dubai. We're going back to Dubai. And family, this time, if you go to soulexcursions.world, you're always hearing me say ValerieLove.com. If you go to soulexcursions.world, that's our travel website. It has the trips up that we'll be taking. Now, when you come with us on a soul excursion, you can expect what? What can you expect, family? What can you expect when you come with us on a soul excursion? Because look at the places we're going.
Transformation.
Transformation, a level of what's the word I want to use here?
Elevation.
Up level.
Yes. Yeah, a
Just
total
up
up
leveling
level.
in general.
Yes, elevation, up level, enrichment classes, enriching the skills and the tool sets, making up words here, y'all. The tool, we have a
All
toolbox, we have a
good.
set of tools that we work on, such as, writing your book, getting your project out there, just like all together, just up level. That's what you can expect.
Up level. Don't we need to up level sometimes our food, up level our association, up level our experiences? Have this fine dining, have beautiful shopping, have beautiful people with you, have yachts, all of this. I know there's this whole Black girl in luxury movement, and I have to tell you something, I'm not mad at it. I've been a Black girl in luxury for a very long time. So it's not a movement for me, it's a way of life. Right? So I'm loving the whole luxury vibes for, the Black women movement and really for all our people, because when we up level, everyone around us up levels. So late all along for the last 17 years that I've been leading retreats, it's gone the same way. You want to come on a retreat, you pay for the retreat. You want to come on the next retreat, you pay for the retreat. You want to come on the next retreat, you pay for the retreat. Now, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold up, wait a minute. Now, you can be paid, not just us being paid to go on travel, go on trips. You can be paid to go on trips. We're looking for you. If you are, let's say you're a coach, an energy healer, you're a card slinger, you read tarot for your clients, you have any kind of service uh, experience, you're serving people, you have a following, you have an audience, you are now able to be paid to travel. $137,500 in 2023 extra, if that sounds good to you, in addition to what you're already making, going on 5 trips with 5 friends. Now, of course, you can bring more than 5 friends. We're talking about 5 trips with 5 friends, 6 figures. And you might be thinking, how is that possible? In order to get all the details, all the juicy details, and we're going to put it in the description below the vid too, text us. So, family, is it in the chat, the text us and the number? You can put it in the chat. If someone can put it in the chat, text us. We're going to tell you the number in just a moment. And you want to text the word travel to the phone number that's going in the chat. You can also go to soulexcursions.world/text us. So I think someone can put the link straight to it in the chat, and someone also can put the phone number. You can just pick up your phone right now and text us, and immediately you're going to get the training. This is a dream. This is a dream of ours because we are using NFT technology to facilitate healing and these retreats and our whole community being paid to travel the world. So basically, what does it look like? It looks like this. Once you position yourself with your golden keys, we call it golden keys, right? It's simply a reusable ticket to go on a retreat. You buy it once, you go on the retreat over and over and over. So you buy one golden key and you go on all 5 trips of the world. You go. Thank you so much for putting it in the chat. You go on all 5 trips that we have in 2023 and big trips that we have coming up again in 2024. Every year we go on many retreats. You buy it once and you use it over and over and over. So you buy one for yourself, and then you buy 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 to rent out to other people. And the people who come on the trips with you, they pay you. They don't pay the company. It really is, it's such a cutting edge idea that people almost can't believe that it's actually possible. If you love to travel, we're going to break it down for you in the training on exactly how you will be paid to travel in 2023. I've been paid to travel. I don't pay for travel. I lead retreats to places I want to go, and people pay me to go there. So when I want to go to Bali, I lead a retreat. Several people give me $5,000 each, and it's paid for. You shouldn't have to pay for your own travel. You shouldn't have to pay for your own airfare. None of that. You can join us in the retreat business, and we outline all the steps for you in detail, how it works on the training. I'm going to turn it over to you guys. What do y'all want to say about it?
You know, Reverend, what I love about Soul Excursions. Well, first, let me drop a nugget first, right? If anyone follows astrology or metaphysics of any kind, just even higher thought consciousness, you understand that you have to learn how to deprogram every program. So you have to deprogram yourself with all the muck that's been put in, right? And listen, no judgment. The muck was put in me too, right? And I had to deprogram myself and reprogram myself. And that can be a very challenging thing to do inside of your existing environment. I feel like we don't, I feel like as a whole, as a collective, we really don't understand the importance of your environment, the importance of crossing a threshold and how spiritual it is, especially when it's coming from a place of intentionality and being really purposeful about where you're taking your life. And what I love about Soul Excursions is that it gives us here, right, everyone here that's a part of the Soul Excursions team, but more importantly, everyone that's listening who wants to be a part of our Soul Excursions community and sees this as a viable experience for themselves and their community. Like now you get to cross thresholds you probably thought you never would be able to cross in your lifetime. You get to experience transformation on a level that in your ordinary life is just not possible because you're not in Dubai every day. Those of us that live in the States, right? You're not traveling to Zanzibar regularly. I know I wasn't, right? So being a part of this community, now we have access to this kind of transformation. And while we can't promise what the transformation will look like for anyone because it's different for each one of us, what we do know, and it's been proven and backed by science, is that we're geographically connected to every part of the universe in this dimension. Every state, every country has transformation waiting for us. So all we have to do is buy a golden key, right, and get access to our transformation. And so I just really love that we're providing this for people. And of course, I'm a business owner, I'm a coach, I've been in business since I was a teenager. So when I hear $137,500, very specific number, a very specific number. This lets you know this is not a foo-foo number, right? It gives you a clue that we have a proven system to help you get that number. So from a business perspective, I love how not only are you getting transformation for yourself, but now you have access to create transformation in your community. And if you're a coach and a consultant that's ever been thinking about leading retreats, but you've never done it because it feels overwhelming, I'm raising my hand. Anybody else on the live want to do retreats and it kind of felt overwhelming, right? Not you, Rev. Keep your hand down, right? But if it's ever felt overwhelming, we have the resource for you. We have the answer, we have the solution. Reverend Valerie has done it for 16, 17 years. So I love we provide a retreat and a box solution, and you can get your six figures if you haven't hit it yet, or if you're like, I need to add an additional six-figure income stream to my business. It's perfect for you.
That's it exactly. You know, a big profit center in our business is travel because travel is super transformational. I'm a transformation agent. I am about spiritual upliftment. I'm about your freedom spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. I have been at this for 17 years in this way. And before that, I was a minister in another way. And I have never seen anything that creates the instant, radical, permanent transformation like travel. It's such a profound teacher, isn't it? I haven't seen anything. Now, we could sit and talk on the phone and coach for a year. We could sit on Zoom every week for how long? Or we can go to Dubai in the spring, Greece and Italy in the summer, Egypt and Zanzibar in the fall. And how you like me now? What would your life look like when you prove that to yourself? And not only when you go being paid to go, is not network marketing, is none of that. It's none of that. We have been doing transformational retreats for 17 years. And the transformation that happens is radical, it's quick, and it's permanent. You don't go back to your little self. What say y'all about that?
I know the first time that I went on a retreat with the community was in 2016, December of 2016. And although that particular vacation was very transformational for me, it didn't feel good when I was in it because a lot of stuff came up for me. But 2017 was the best year of my life. I made changes in 2017 that were a direct result of what occurred for me in Sedona, December 2016. I left my good old government job that I felt like I was a prisoner of for 13 years, where I actually had dis-ease in my body from being there and showing up every day for 13 years. I was able to walk away from that. And that was the first time since I was 14 years old that I did not have a full-time job. Even when I was in high school, I was working full-time. I was taking 22 credit hours in college and was working full-time. So that was the first time in my life that I did not have any job, and had to go within me to manifest and create income that would then take care of my world. So I would not have had the courage to do something like that had I not gone on that particular soul excursion to Sedona, Arizona in 2016. I exited a relationship that no longer served me. There was so much that I let go of as a direct result of Sedona. So when we talk about transformation, as Zuriah said, we cannot tell you exactly what that transformation will be for you. However, what we can guarantee is there will be some type of transformation every single trip. So although 2016 was my first time on some sort of a transformational retreat with the community, it didn't stop from there. At the end of it, I was like, oh my God, I'm never doing that again. But you immediately come back for more and more and more once you see the life changes that occur for you. And you can go to school, you can get your degrees, you can go get certificates, you can go YouTube University. It's not going to get you what you say you want in your life unless you are in the room at a retreat, and not just any retreat, a soul excursion, something that is going to up-level every area of your life. So when we talk about finances, when we talk about your spiritual growth, when we talk about your mental, because this work is not for the weak at heart. You got to get your mental straight as well. There's every area of your life, health-wise even. We go over, so you have to be kind of healthy to go on one of these excursions with Reverend Valerie Love. She will have you walking 10 miles telling you it's right down the street. So every aspect of your life, you get to up level. Again, I can't say exactly what that transformation will be for you. Just know that when you go home and get off that plane, you will not be the same person as you were when you got on the plane. I can guarantee you that. No matter what your life looks like now, I can guarantee you that.
Harmony.
I know. I'm like, Harmony.
You said both of you all
again, didn't she? She dropped the mic again.
Again.
But seriously, there's nothing like she said, being in the room and you are getting up out of your regular routine, habit, everyday life to go get your transformation. There's nothing like that to where, hey, I have to go to this country I've never been to before. Go be in front of people I haven't seen before. That was PJ and I think we all have our first excursion, right? Eventually, yes. All of us on this call, we met each other one way or another for the first time. And then get there and have radical transformation. I can speak for myself in terms of my fear and shyness and having the courage to use my voice and singing with music, to go from not doing anything at all with my gift to now I've produced an EP. I've produced a single I'm losing track. Like I'm just in this flow of creativity. And there's only up level from here. And that wouldn't have happened if we hadn't have gone on the soul excursion and then gone doom dashing and overcoming fear of birds and all that type of stuff. Holding the falcon.
And holding a falcon in your hand and dashing into those. That was a roller coaster on sand. I was like, oh.
That was so much fun. I want to also say, when we're doing these soul excursions, my first major soul excursion was Dubai 2020. And although the Lesters, they have each other, most people that come on these soul excursions, they are traveling across the globe with themselves. The first time I went to Dubai, I traveled through something like 5 countries to get there with myself. Now, of course, I hop about, the US of A by myself with no problem. But that takes a lot of courage to do, especially as a female, like not just going to other foreign lands where you don't know the language, you don't know anything about anyone. And to do that by yourself with no fear, that's one of the things you have to have in this community, and just the trust that you're good no matter where you go. So when I didn't want to tell anyone in my life when I decided that I was going to Dubai with myself, because I knew all of what everybody would say, and I didn't want their thoughts or their fears to sway my decision. So after the ticket was purchased, I think I let everyone know. Some people didn't know until I got back. But like my parents, I didn't even want to tell them, but they kind of figured it out because they started Googling Reverend Valerie Love, and they're like, "You're going to Dubai?" And I'm like, "Damn, how'd you find out?" My mom's like, "You know, I'm CIA." But when I tell you, I wasn't going to tell anyone, not even my parents, until I got back. Because when you're doing something so huge, you're going to get a lot of opinions from a lot of people in your lives. And if you let those opinions infiltrate your mind and what you know you are supposed to do, it'll continue to hold you back. So we always talk about the committee. I was determined that those committee members were not coming for me when I went to Dubai in 2020. And along the way, I got to go to London. That was amazing. I went through London with myself. I went through Budapest with myself, Denmark with myself, like going to all of these countries with myself. And that is what this type of community will do for you, just to get to Dubai. So when I went to Dubai, when I tell you that, other than the 2016, which was my first experience with the community, Dubai was the biggest transformation that I've ever had in my life, simply because of all the steps that I had to go through to get there, all the money that I had to manifest to get there, finding my passport because it was lost. So I said all of the steps that I had to do to make that yes come to into fruition. But one thing I can guarantee is once you say yes to any of these excursions, no matter, you may think, oh, I may not have the money, I may not have a babysitter, I may not have somebody to watch the dog, all the little things that'll come up in your mind. Once you say yes, the universe will make sure you get there.
You know, Harmony, when you talk about the committee, I remember when I went to Mexico, we did all these excursions, right? The kite flying, the scuba diving, like all these excursions. And then when it was time for me, we were on this boat. It was probably about 15, 20 of us on this boat. I was with my student son's father and a group of other people that we didn't know. And the beautiful Latin people took us out into the sea, and they're like, okay, now you can just jump in the water and just be in the water. And the water was so magnificent, that turquoise color, and everybody is just jumping off the boat. And I'm looking like, no, no, I'm not doing that. Right? So he's like, wow. I said, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I said, hey, where's her? You know, in the movies when you see that little, what's that machine where you see the ocean and be like, doop, 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 and you can see your sharks coming. I was like, are there sharks near? And he was like, no. So I sat there and I said to myself, what is this about? So I said, hey, sir, would you mind sitting right in front of this machine? I will buy you all the beers, but you need to sit right here to make sure nothing is coming to attack us. He said, okay, I'm gonna sit right here. He stabbed on like 4 bills. He sat right there in front of that machine. Then I jumped in the water. And later on, once I got back to our fabulous room, I was thinking about what was there for me. And what I realized, and you framed it so perfectly, the ocean felt massive to me. It felt bigger than me. Yet I was embarking on a life that felt bigger than me.
Hello.
Right?
Come on.
Yeah.
Epic.
And I'll never forget it because I was sitting on our balcony. We had this beautiful balcony and it was raining. And I'm just sitting on the balcony on the veranda and I'm like, why? What was there for me? Like, why didn't I just get my butt in the ocean? I'm an island girl. Like, what's the problem? I've been in other oceans, but it was so clear. It was so expansive, and I was somewhere I had never been. That was really it. I was in a new environment, and everything on my inside was like, nope. No, resistance. Now, resistance. Now, I got inside of myself. I started reading Bible verses to myself because I refused to allow myself to just to crumble under that. Right? I was like, I'll figure what this is about later. But I love how traveling really does bring you back to yourself. That's how much powerful Excursions community. I can't wait. Like I'm over the moon excited for all the places that we're gonna be going next year because the level of development. You want to ask me who am I gonna be? I don't even know. I don't
You
even know.
know the same people, we know that.
Yes.
Mhm.
One thing that I can definitely say is so often, so many of us will spend so much of our time just swimming around in the kiddie pool of abundance instead of going for oceanic expansion. And I feel like that is what this travel community does for everyone that's involved. If you don't feel like you stepped out of when you were talking about your ocean experience, that's what it brought up for me. I just see people splashing around in the kiddie pool thinking they have made it, they have arrived. Oceanic expansion for our abundance. Abundance does not always mean currency, although yes, we all want to be abundant in currency. It's abundance in every area of your life, and I feel like that is one of the biggest things that has happened for me as far as my transformation. I feel like I stepped out of the kiddie pool and stepped into that oceanic expansion of abundance. So if I have to pick the one thing, I know that's a big one thing, but I didn't even realize that I was just swimming around in the kiddie pool of abundance, like, yeah, I'm working my 9 to 5 good old government job, woohoo! And I'm just splashing, splashing, splashing when there was a whole world waiting for me. So often we listen to what society tells us that we should be doing with our lives that we don't ever see. Some people don't ever see the bigger picture. So this basically is an invitation for everyone to allow themselves to step out of whatever that comfort zone is for them currently.
And when we were at Quantum Leap Dubai 2020, I asked y'all in the room, how many degrees did y'all have? And every one of y'all had something like 3 to 4 degrees, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I think it was 3, 5, and 5. I think two of us had 5 degrees, and another person had 3 degrees, and I forget the other people. But I know for the three main ones, it was like something like 15 degrees. So she might have had 5 also, but I know it was a lot in just that circle. And,
Yeah.
and what I just my house will close on November 17th, and when I was packing up my when I was packing, I don't want to address y'all, but when I was packing up my office, I literally had a box of degrees, trophies, ribbons, all these awards, plaques, all these things with my name embroidered on it, engraved, all of this. And I was just like, now what am I going to do with all this shit? Like, that was my thought process. It meant nothing to me anymore. None of the degrees meant anything to me anymore. None of the awards. I wanted none of that. It's in a box. I don't even know if I put it in the garage in the basement. I don't even know where that is. Where before that was something that I had displayed so proudly for everyone to see because that's what I was told life was all about. But I've learned more on a plane, on a train, on a ship across the globe than I ever did sitting in any classroom. And it was more fun along the way.
I tell you one thing, from being in Egypt for almost 30 days this year, family, mind blown. We talk about that radical, instant, permanent transformation. Mind blown. So we're going to Dubai in the spring, Greece and Italy in the summer. We're going to Egypt and Zanzibar in the fall. I cannot wait to see everyone's transformation. We need to take like a scan energetically of you before you go on the first soul excursion, and then a scan again after the fifth soul excursion, and see if we could see transformation in a scan. Now we're going to see it in your life, right? We're going to see your relationships. We're going to see your body. We're going to see your money. We're going to see your peace. We're going to see your joy, your fulfillment, you bringing forth your gifts. We're going to see all that. What about the energetic that we don't see? I have to tell y'all something. I serve a lot of women that are super powerful because I love super powerful women. Oh my goodness. I love real powerful, real strong women. And what I find with the real powerful, real strong women that I get to serve, that I just love, y'all have taken care of so many other people. Oh, y'all taking care of everyone. Oh, you took care, you got the kids together, you got your boo together, you run things at the office, you run things wherever you go, you got the whole thing down pat. Who's taking care of you? Where's your luxuriating? You're sitting back and luxuriating in it. The powerful women are lauded. This could be you. Y'all are lauded in your circle because you have achieved more than anyone in your circle ever has, and they're applauding you. What about if you stepped up to a higher level? In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So maybe you've been to a couple of cruises, and your family's like, wow, first college graduate, first master's, first PhD, right? Doctorate. Ooh, they were looking at me, financial planner. Ooh, baby, you made it, right? You're probably that person in your family. Ooh, you made it. You're probably the first ones to get passports, first ones to go overseas, first ones to live overseas, all of that. So to your crew, you look spectacular. Don't drink that Kool-Aid, because you can be around someone that's been 100 countries. Not that they're bragging or not that we're comparing. We're not. We're saying that all these amazing women that I serve, and men too, right? Mr. Lester is with us as well. There's a commonality that we're super strong, took care of everybody, ran things, and we're lauded by the people around us. Yet, where are you being called up higher? If you're the biggest fish in your pond, how are you going to be called up higher? You need to get in the pond with bigger fish so you can become a bigger fish. Because around your family, you look bomb.com, don't you? You got 5 degrees. You look real good.
Baby, I was everybody's trophy.
And isn't there more levels for us to be pulled up to? And who's going to pull you up? If you're around people that you're the best and biggest, baddest thing going, where's your growth?
There isn't any. There isn't any. And you don't even know that you're not growing. You don't even know it. You're unaware that when I was working for the government, where was there to go from where I was? I was already a GS11 step 9 or something. So like there wasn't that many more steps for me to go. So everyone that was around me had been there years, like 62, 64 years old, waiting for retirement because there was no place else to go from there. And everybody said that is what success looked like. That was the ideal picture of success. Having use or lose at the end of the year because they didn't even want to go on vacation, baby. I never had use or lose. I always was borrowing. I don't know. As often as I could have got out of there, I did. But to some people, you have arrived. That was it. Where else do you go from there? So until you get into a community of like-minded people, or people, I won't even say a community of like-minded people, because when I first entered into this community, I did not have a mind like Reverend Valerie Love. I thought it was so crazy when she said, I'm taking the suitcase and I'm going to Bali with a one-way ticket. I was like, you're doing what? But now I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Let me hop over with you. Now I can say like-minded people. When you first come into this community, some of the things that we say may sound crazy, but that's because it's opposite of what we are told the normal successful person looks like. So I feel like we're giving false goals as children. We're given false goals. So then when we achieve those goals, we feel like that's what life is about. However, if you have achieved success, yet you are going home sick every night and you're getting up in the morning hating to start your day, you have not arrived, and that is not success.
Amen. So this is what's going to happen. Number one, you're going to text us. That's what's going to happen. And why? A text is free, right? Text us so you can get this training. That's the first thing that you're going to do. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to hop in this Soul Excursions group because the Lesters and Zuriaya, who are travel navigators with Soul Excursions, they cooking up some deliciousness. So I'm going to turn it over to them. What are y'all cooking up for the people in the Soul Excursions Facebook group?
Man, well, tomorrow we'll go first. Since tomorrow we are hosting the day 2 of the challenge, and we're gonna really get in there and talking about some of the things we talked about in our course, the 7 travel demons, but really getting in on the three things that are holding us back, and then those steps that we can take proactively to move. As Harmony said, I love that, by the way, Harmony, out of the kiddie pool into oceanic experiences. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And you'll be walking away with some actionable steps that you can take. So that's what's going on tomorrow.
And Thursday, I'm just like, I'm not using that word. Look at you.
Do you have your earbuds in because your voice is a little?
I took it off.
Oh, you took it off?
Yeah.
I think the sound might still be going through them. Is it? Do you think? Are they still hooked up? Because your sound was a little, and we want to make sure we catch every word you're saying. And while Zuriaya brings that up, if you've never been on a soul excursion with us, then hop over to soulexcursions.world right now. All right, Zuriaya, you good? No, we don't hear you at all now. And while Zuriaya does her a sound, Harmony, you want to tell them about the travel party you're having? You got the travel party together yet?
How's that?
Oh, wow, that's better. Baby,
you sound great now. I was on the struggle bus before. You sound great now.
Listen, my speaker said, "Oh, she don't want to say that word."
Wait a minute, Strong Flower. Strong Flower. I know you didn't say hello, ladies, with Mr. Lester sitting right here. Strong Flower. I'm gonna let you do that greeting again. I'm gonna give you a pass. Mr. Lester sitting right here.
It's not her fault. She's used to seeing ladies.
Yeah. Hello, ladies. Wait a minute now. We do have the divine masculine here, and we have a lot of divine masculine in our community holding it down for us. And the divine feminine does not do anything without the divine masculine.
Come on.
We're together. So that's how we roll. So I'm gonna give you another opportunity, Strong Flower One, to give us the greeting, acknowledging everyone here. Mr. Lester is here. Mr. Lester, you want to say hi to the people?
I'm the man.
You are the man indeed.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
I love that.
Love it.
I love her. Well, whoever Strong Flower is, love the handle. That's amazing.
Oh, hello, ladies, and Mr. Lester, a gentleman in our midst. Yay, Strong Flower. Yay.
Thank you so much for acknowledging the dynamic masculine energy we have in our presence at this divine moment. Yes. So Thursday, let's get into it, right? And the universe is always listening, right? So I was about to say the word that we know we don't say because of ATIM, and the headset was like, "Oh no, we don't think I'll let it go through, right?" So the Lesters
headset went out, huh?
Yes,
wow.
We're gonna help you out.
That means your true consciousness was in charge.
Yes, I love it. So the Lesters, they're gonna launch us off, and they're gonna talk about the 7 travel demons, right? All the stuff that gets in the way of us actually having those oceanic experiences. And then on Thursday, for all of you coaches, consultants, trainers that's looking to bring retreat travel, spiritual travel to your communities, but you're not quite sure on how to do that, right? In a way that's super simple because I like the easy button. Have you ever seen a stable commercial? I like the easy button, right? I'm gonna give you a step-by-step system that you can use to introduce travel to your community. And why is this so important? Because I feel like as content creators and thought leaders, coaches, trainers, sometimes we overthink things, right? We just become paralyzed by our thoughts, paralyzed by the perception of perfection where it doesn't exist. And we don't know how to adequately test our community to see, hey, is this something that they would really want? And if so, how many hands can I get? How many hands? So our promise is you plus 5 golden keys equals $137,500. That's our promise, right? I'm going to show you how to find your 5 people with the greatest ease. With the greatest ease, right? And at the end of it, I'm going to also provide you the scripts. Like, this is going to be no brainer for you. It's a copy and paste lifestyle. Who like that copy and paste lifestyle? Just copy and paste.
Give me a system, copy and paste, make my life easy and simple.
Yes, because you've watched too many videos. You already spent enough time on YouTube Versity. You've read all the books, right? There's no need for us to go back and do what you've already done. It's not necessary. So Thursday is for you if you are really ready to take the retreat model and monetize it inside of your business. Because for coaches, one of the things that I feel like we really missed the mark on, we'll create these big money goals, right? Oh, my money goal is 30,000 a month. My money goal is 100,000 a month. And we rely on one stream of revenue to generate that goal. Come on. No. We have to stop doing this, family. Because in any other business model, you leverage multiple streams. When I owned a beauty salon, I had booth rent I was collecting, right? I was selling retail products, which actually was 60% of the revenue that was brought into the business. Not the services, the products. Right? I rented out my salon to photographers and the elite so that they could get these beautiful photos for their clients. Right? I had like 6, 7 different income streams. I did expos at the Staples Center, Las Vegas Center, right? We had multiple streams of income, but for some reason in any other business model, you get this, but when it comes to us marketing the intangible ourselves, right? We get it when you're working for someone else. You go in someone else's business and you work a job and you see, oh, they tell you 50 million ways you can take their thing and make money with it. But when it's time for you to start communicating who you are, the value that you bring, and start seeing how you can expand your offering, this is where we have the disconnect, right? So if this is something that you've been struggling with, I'm going to provide you the answer. Just copy and paste it. And I'm gonna provide a visual for you. We're gonna give you a beautiful visual so you can interrupt the scrolling. Because listen, we know we're all on social media looking through, and if we just see text, you just scroll right on past that. So I'm gonna give you a beautiful visual with the script so that you can test out your community and see just how many of these hand raises you can get, so you know exactly how many golden keys you're gonna need.
Come on. I love Bitcoin, as y'all know. I love Bitcoin and I love Web3 and I love all things digital. I love cutting edge stuff. I love all that. I'm an early adopter. I love all that stuff. And to be able to use NFT technology, I don't even think we showed them the NFTs in this conversation. Because we don't talk a lot about the NFTs, because if you don't know about NFTs, You don't need to. You don't know how your phone works either. You use it all the time. I'm on a MacBook. I don't know how this thing works. I turn it on and I use it. That's all you need to know, right? It works. And so if you go to Soul Excursions and you actually want to look at like some of the NFTs that we have in this collection, they're just so beautiful. We have two collections. One collection is a collection that is the VIPs. This is the upgraded experience. And I mean, just look at all these countries. Let's look at all these countries. And these are digital assets owned by members in our community. This is a tiny boutique collection. There's only 222 items in this collection. And so you got to really consider at 222 and 27 owners, and we are currently only selling, we're holding 22 as a company. So out of 222, 200 and then 27 owners, and some of our owners have multiples, you can see that there are not very many left. And so because there are not very many left, you have the opportunity to snag one of these. And this is a digital asset that grants you access onto our life-changing soul excursions. Like, it is unreal. So that's one collection. That's the VIP. And then when you look at, if you just go through the website, you can see these things here, or you can talk to our travel navigators after you go on the training. You see here, these are videos, and these were created by our incredible Harmony. Like, look at that. Look at that, Chile, and just all of the places that we will be going all over the world. So this is a beautiful collection. Each of the collections only have 222 assets in them. And when they're gone, they're gone. So even if you don't know about NFTs, this is what you need to know. Scarcity with a high value equals a high price. And I do want to make sure we know this, that every week the price will increase by $500. Why? So you can take action. We're wrapping this collection up by the end of the year, by 12/31. That's why we're on here today, and we'll be on here next week as well on Travel Talk Tuesday to give you some more secrets and some more ideas about how you can be paid to travel. I'm already going to be paid to travel. All of them, all our Soul Excursions team, they're already going to be paid to travel. We want you to be paid to travel. All right, that's all I had to say. Anybody else? What you want to wrap up with? What do you want to tell our peeps?
Well, what I want to wrap up with is calling our owners, people who value ownership. I am not an NFT expert. I'm not a crypto expert, but what I do know about assets is that assets put you in a seat of ownership, right? We don't own Hilton or Marriott or any of these. I love boutique hotels. I don't own any of those hotels, yet I own Soul Excursions. So
we got owners around here.
Yes. So if you ever have been sitting on your sofa or driving in your car, thinking to yourself, or in one of these beautiful hotels, and you thinking to yourself, wow, I wish I could have some ownership in that. Or someone launched a beautiful travel idea and you thought, why didn't I think of that? Listen, we have the opportunity for you. Claim your ownership, claim your right to get paid on this high level and to add this business model to what you're already doing.
Love it. Lester's, Harmony, what's your closing words for our peeps for tonight, the start of the challenge, the travel challenge?
All I can say is really just get out of your comfort zone and really go on and challenge yourself to really do this. Like, really put some experience behind yourself, because when we're in this life, we're all about looking for experiences and really fulfilling that time in our lives. So why not use this time to do it now? 2020 was a break, a little break. 2021 was a little break too. In 2022, it was opening up. 2023, let's get your ass in that plane.
What he said.
What he
said. What the man said.
What the man said. What Mr. Lester
yes,
said.
The man. What he said. And assets that appreciate. These experiences appreciate. You mentioned assets, Zuriah. I mean, I was just thinking back to how temporary that feeling is of getting a car. Like, oh, I got a car. Okay. To go to that same job, to go on that same routine, to sit in traffic for however many hours, honestly living a boring, regular, excuse my French, ass life. Like just that's it. Whereas
being
basic, yes.
And not epic.
Right. When you know that that's there for you. You've seen it in your dreams. You've seen it in visions. You've seen it. You feel it. You've experienced it. Step into it. What PJ said. 2023 is that year to really, let's do this. Let's get on the plane and get off the couch. That's it. I'm complete.
Yes. Harmony, you up last. You gonna wrap us up.
Oh, this is a funny, not funny story. My grandfather is 90 and he has dementia really bad, and he's never gone on any trips. In the last 3 days that my mom has went to visit him, he's on these excursions in his mind. The first day he was on a train all night long. The second day he was on a ship for 2 days. Today he said he got off the flight and he didn't get home to 6 a.m. Now all this is happening in his mind. And I'm saying all of this to say, don't get to 90 and live out these soul excursions in your mind. So it's been so funny to me because every single day he tells you all of his adventures. He's been on cruises, he's been on planes, he's been on never has left Cleveland, Ohio. But in this last in these last couple of days after he has had this memory issue, he's telling you about all these trips he's been on and he hasn't been on any. Do not get to the end of your life with any regrets on what you should have, would have, could have did. Do not get to 90 years young and have never been to any of those dream destinations that you know your spirit is calling you to. Don't wait till you're 90. Don't wait till it's too late and your life has now passed you by because you were doing everything everyone else wanted you to do or told you to do, and you didn't do the things that you know you wanted to do. Don't get to 90 talking about you were on the plane last night, you was on the train, you just got off the ship, and none of it actually happened. Don't wait until life is over to think about start living.
Well, it does make me happy that he's having all these visions.
Me too. Like, it made me smile. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what vehicle he's about to be on next or what island, but it's very I don't want to say entertaining, but it's just making me even more so want to live my life in full color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Epic.
Can I add one more thing too?
Mm-hmm.
We're not even promised that time. Just to add on what you said, Harmony, we're not promised to get to 90. We don't know that when we get off of this call that we'll still be here. We don't know that. So in this life, take the action now because you're not guaranteed to even have all of that time. That was the other thing I was going to add. I'm officially complete.
All right, family. So you heard it from us. We have been to together. How many countries have we been to? How many did we add up? 20 something, 30 something, 30
plus.
I think it was 37.
37 something countries that we've all been to collectively.
I think it was 37. That number.
Okay.
Sounds good.
As a team.
40.
Okay, almost 40 countries. So we've been to quite a few countries, and now we're inviting you to make your travel dreams come true and to bring some peeps with you and get paid for those peeps that are coming with you. And text us and you get all the details. Love you, fam. Kick off to the travel.
Love y'all. See you tomorrow.